the JP, the JP Show.
Welcome everybody to the JP Show. I am your host JP and we're back. This is another episode, season 2, episode 20 of the JP Show. I got a great show for you guys today. We got Get It Off Your Chest. We got Read My Profile. We got the topics. We got the beautiful Frances here today. And we're going to do our thing. So we're going to get into it. But before I do, let me just say, I want to thank Victor and Denise for allowing me to record my second show at Moisa's Cigar Lounge in the Bronx. I'm very thankful for this. Also, too, for everybody that watched the show, everybody that's been tuning into the JP Show, everybody that's on Instagram and Facebook that's been commenting and liking and this and that and that and this, and everybody is, in the uproar of JP and his antics. JP, why you do this? Yo, I just want to say thank everybody for the love, the adulation. I appreciate it. The good reviews and the bad reviews. I really do appreciate it. It's love. And we're about to get into the show, because we got a great show for you guys today. So starting off, we're going to the lovely Frances. We're going to ask her some questions, some rapid questions, and we're going to see what Frances has been doing out here in these streets. Yeah. So, Frances, how you doing today?
I'm good, JP. Thanks for having me.
That good. I'm glad you're here. So we've been trying to get Frances on the show for a while, and Frances is like, oh, I want to come on, and I got something to say or whatever, sure. And I was like, yo, we gonna figure out a time to, and Frances, what I was waiting on was the camera, because I didn't start using this camera right here. I was using a different type of camera or a tablet. So I'm like, let me get I want to get the right everything. So whenever it's time for us to record, we'll be ready. So.
I like this. This is good.
Yeah, so starting off, we're going to ask you, where are you from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
What part of Brooklyn are you from?
Originally, surprisingly, I was raised in Clinton Hills.
Okay.
But,
okay.
I moved over to the fort, so,
Okay.
I'm a Fort Greene girl.
Okay, I thought you was about to say...
What?
East New York.
No offense to anyone from East New York, but no.
I thought you was about to say the big one.
No.
The one with the B.
No. No. You're not even going to say it. It's more than 6 letters. That means it's not Bed-Stuy. So no.
Okay. So don't you own your own business?
I do. I have 2 actually, and a lot of people don't know about it because I'm not constantly bragging and hey, look what I do. No, I have one business, which is Francie's Dream Cream, which is a skincare. I play in beards. That one everyone knows me for in the cigar community. And then I have Legacy Solutions, which actually helps Black and brown people get together, do events, find love, find friendships, rekindle romances. A lot of times we don't know how to reconnect. So Legacy Solutions NYC. I'm on IG. You can follow me. I do speed dating events, sip, speed date, and paint events. I do a lot of events. We do giveaways. It's really fun. So that's the other business, to answer your question.
So tell them where they can find you at again, Frances.
Oh, you can find me at for the business with the getaways and the excursions we do and things like that. That's Legacy Solution NYC. It's LEGACY Solutions, Legacy Solutions NYC, one word. And that's where you can find me on IG. You have to send a request though, because it's a private page. Our legacy is not for view. That's what I like to say.
All right, so let's get into what we here for.
Yes.
Let's get into what we here for.
The good stuff.
Right. So are you single?
I am.
Okay. How long have you been single?
Well, it depends on your definition of single.
Oh shit! No. Okay.
So
my definition of single is, are you seeing somebody, let's say, monogamous?
No.
So I mean that's being with somebody. So single is, I would say, like, Do you have somebody that's like, do you have somebody that's in mind that you're dating or?
Well, you know, we all have that person in mind, but it doesn't mean that they have us in theirs. So to answer your question, am I single? To me, which means that no one has proposed and said, listen, you are the light of my life. No one else can come close to this. Then yes, I am single. That has not occurred.
So you're looking for somebody to say that you're the light of my life. Not actually saying that, but like come at you like
I'm not looking for it.
You are the essence of my everything.
No. I'm not looking for it. Men display that. You don't have to look for it.
Wow.
They show it to you.
Okay.
But that's a whole nother show.
Right. What's your longest relationship?
My longest relationship is 3.5 years.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me backtrack that. It wasn't 3.5 years. It was actually 7 years. Some of the best years of my life. I just thought about that. I tried to blank it out because it was such a waste of time. But yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's
I would love to get it. I would
relationship.
love to get into that. But these are rapid questions, so we gotta go. Do you have any regrets in dating, or has it been like a guy that you would say like, damn, I wish I didn't like pass him up?
No, my regrets would probably be spending too much time with people I should have passed up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't missed out on anyone because I've been sought after. So
nice.
I haven't missed out on anyone, but I wish I could have not took so much time.
Right.
Like got to moving on much quicker. That's what.
Now let me ask you a question. What type of guys would you say that you naturally go for? Do you naturally like bad boys, good boys, mama's boys? Like what type of guys would you say that you naturally like? You see that guy and you're like, oh, like that's my guy.
Okay, so I like teddy bears. A lot of people
Big
don't
guys,
know that.
big boys.
It just teddy bears. Like it's not even. I like teddy bears, but that's not like, oh my God, I have to go for you. I'm really more on the intellect side, so I'm more with a person that can make me laugh and I can learn from.
Okay.
So like, it's not really about looks for me.
Okay.
Like when I say that, it's not about, oh my God, did you see how gorgeous he was? It's not really about that. It's more about, can you keep me next to you long enough to keep me next to you?
Right.
It's just so simple.
That's what it's about.
Like, I'm going to give you everything you want, but can you keep me there?
So you would say that intellectual guys are your thing?
I like smart guys.
Okay.
I love an intelligent man that can teach me something.
Right.
But I
what
like
have you dated?
I've dated.
Because you told me about a guy from 7 years, so I want to know what was that guy like?
Okay, so my issue, the regret is, a lot of times when you go after individuals or you date men that may be really, really smart and don't know why a woman that may have some of the attributes you have, not tooting my own horn, but just saying, oh, she's so easygoing, she's so fun, she's so beautiful, why is she with me? So that insecurity has actually caused the men to mistreat me and fumble me. Okay. And so in disbelief that I actually was into them.
So you had guys that you had a guy that was into you, or you was into them. Y'all had a relationship, but he couldn't believe that you was into him.
They won't admit that to you, but their actions display that. Perfect things. I can't tell you if I've ever been cheated on. I can honestly say that. I am not a woman that would sit there and say to a man, oh, men cheat. Or a woman, oh, men cheat. I've never experienced that. But what I can say is that I've seen men try and test the waters while dealing with me, just to say, oh, well, I just wanted to see if I had it. And then it's always the other effect, which all you guys know is when you get a good thing, she puts a battery in your back. And so then you think, oh, I can get anybody because look, I got her. Right. And then you go out there, you get something and it's not anything good and you fall on your face and then you come running back. Okay. I'm that person ain't run back to.
So let me ask you this. What has your relationship been like? What has your dating life been like in the pandemic? I'm going to let you answer. I'm going to step away for 1 second.
Okay, well, it's basically been individuals jumping into my DM.
Oh, not the DM. Not the DM
I have no
talk.
idea why. I don't know why they do these things.
So let me ask you a question. Do you not like people jumping in your? I want to know, like, from a woman's
It's
perspective.
disgenuine.
Do you really think it? Do you really think? Because okay, so let's take it back for a minute, right?
I got you.
So there was a time that we would go to the clubs and all that type of stuff,
Exactly.
and there was a myth out there that you couldn't find a genuine, real dude or a relationship in the club. So I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of like paralleling this with like DMs. So do you feel like if somebody drop a dime in your DM, do you feel like, oh, this is not serious because he's talking to me in my DM?
No, I don't even. I'm gonna try and go to a point of reference right now because actually, what happened is I was just on his page. I'm still on his page. You can find it, but I can't quote it right now. But we were speaking about DMs and men, and one of the things that was a problem was that when I do speed date events, it's very hard to get a man to come to the speed dating event.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why is it so hard to get a man to come speed dating? And the person was like, well, it's so hard to get a person to speed date because, you know, men are shy, blah, blah, blah. To answer your question, men have the balls of steel when they're jumping in your DM.
Right.
But when it comes to them having to visually sit across from you, talk to you, have a conversation, they shrivel up like a penis in cold water. And it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So I'm not impressed by you jumping in my DM.
But cold water and penis. So check this out, right? So, right, cold water and penis. So now let's take it back a little bit. So what if a guy, what if that was the only way that he felt comfortable? Does it have to be? It gotta be this way or it gotta be that way.
No, it doesn't.
But let me finish. Like, could it be that maybe this is the way that he feel comfortable because maybe he's tried to approach women in outside in the public and maybe they cut him down. So maybe some guys is like, yo, this is the best way for me, my opportunity to be able to speak to a woman and really let a woman know like what I'm about and what I'm looking for. Could it be that?
It's not that. You're bringing your trauma and your issues to me by dumping in my DM because you can't speak to a person. You now are letting me know that you are intimidated by
but
individuals.
what if it's not even intimidation? What if it's just comfortability?
Comfortability is, hey, can we grab a cup of coffee?
And
Comfortability,
even
if it's in my DM.
Okay.
But that's not what you get in your DM. I'm gonna be the DM. You ready?
Yeah.
You be me. I'm gonna be the DM. I'm the person DMing a woman. Okay. Ready? So you just follow my lead. Hi.
Hi.
You look so beautiful in all of your pictures.
Oh, thank you.
I think you are a goddess.
Oh, wow. You're a clown.
I wish I was your man because he's so lucky.
But,
and then you wonder why you get ignored.
But honestly,
What?
from what I hear from women talking about men in their DMs, that is, women will probably take that. What you're saying right here, he's saying, oh, you're a goddess or whatever. I know it's corny. Don't get me wrong. It's corny or whatever. But I'm hearing women talking about they're getting dick pics and ass pics and
well, okay, so since we touched that topic, that lets you know what a man thinks of you if he's sending you a penis pic. I haven't gotten a penis pic in I don't know how long, and I can tell you why. Because if you send me a picture of you, now don't get me wrong, I do have some that I've kept, but I've known those people longer than 10 years. So that dick pic is valid. But
right.
And then I just said those people. You collect things over the years. Don't shoot me. But the point I'm making is, if a person randomly sent me a dick pic, I'm blocking you.
Right.
Like, just imagine me sending you a picture of my feet, and you're like, why do you keep sending me pictures of your feet?
Francis,
and I'm like, because I want you to put them in your mouth. Like, that tells somebody something about you.
From what you're telling me,
yes.
From what you just said, the guy sent the DM and he's saying that you're a goddess or whatever. Yeah, it's corny, But that's not the worst thing in the world.
It's not corny. That's not what it is. Let me show you now how to DM a person. If you're interested in a woman, let me show you how to DM her. Let's go. I'm going to be the person DMing you.
Okay. Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
I noticed your profile, and I was wondering if you're single or not. Only because I'm actually interested in getting to know you.
Yeah, but you're not gonna listen.
No, you have to follow.
No.
I'm telling you what works.
I know
You're
what you're telling me.
You're a man.
I know what
I'm
you're
a
telling
woman.
me. I know what you're telling me. But
So
this is what I'm telling you.
Before you finish, let me tell you what's gonna happen.
Right.
That's gonna make that woman go. Not only did he ask me was I single, which means he's interested.
Mm-hmm.
Because a man that is not interested and he just wants to get in your panties will just come at you in your DM.
Yeah.
He asked was you single before he took another step, which means he needs to know so that because he's interested. You don't have to say nothing after that. We know you're interested and now we're open like
Francis,
a flower. Okay.
Stop.
Pump the brakes.
Right. But you have processed this in your mind maybe a little bit too much. This is like processed food right now. Mm-hmm. So this doesn't, a man is not, when he goes into the DMs or his, whatever the case is on the internet, it's not processed the way you have processed, because women think differently than men.
Nobody
and so women have overthunk things 1,000 times. So by the time she gets that DM in her DM, she's looking and she's like automatically like, oh, because it's been processed so much, it's like, it could be like the littlest thing and they're like, no, that's not it. But the man is probably, you don't know. Okay, this may be his way. This may be his style of saying, yo, are you single? How are you? Blah, blah, blah. His way of saying, yo, you're a goddess. You're beautiful. You're this and this and that. This may be his way of saying, yo, I really like you. I want to get to know you. Are you single? Blah, blah, blah. Giving you a compliment. He didn't say, the guy in your DM. I didn't say
the compliment.
But the guy in your DM did not come at you. Like sometimes I hear a lot of women say some things that guys be saying in their DM.
Yeah.
The guys, it seems like to me, the guys in your DM is not coming at you on some like crazy type of stuff.
No, that's not even the case. The issue is, like, as I never finished because you said wait,
yeah,
right?
but we're going to finish that.
We're going to finish it.
We're going to finish that because we got to move on. We got to move on. Yo, that was a good little, actually that was an interview, but that was a good little understanding from a man's and a woman's perspective. Women have a perspective of, I feel like women have a perspective of, it kind of has to be like correct in all levels, because men is not correct in all levels.
I disagree.
But men gonna come at you in a particular way. There's some men that will give you that type of love, but there's a lot of men that don't know how to do that, don't know the exact way. They just know that maybe they like you and this is the way that they're going to portray it. Now, if they're being disrespectful, yes, you're a dub. But if they're not being disrespectful, if you're calling you a goddess or they're calling you a queen.
But that's all they say. They don't say anything after that. They do it another day. Hey, hi. And then you're like, hello. And you're beautiful. Like, so you get week after week after week after week until it becomes months after months of the same person just saying, I find you adorable. So it's weird when you don't go past that. That's what I was trying to tell you. It gives creep vibes. Mm-hmm. When you don't go past, I would like to meet you. Or when the person says, hey, we need to meet up. And the person goes, no, I'm not ready to meet you yet. That gives off creep vibes.
Well, then it doesn't give off creep vibes. He is a creep.
Okay, so now you know why women endure DMs, because when you speak, there has to be action behind it with a woman.
Right, but I'm not. That wasn't my question. My question was that.
What did I think of it?
No, my question was that whenever somebody drop a DM, can you take that person serious?
I can if there's action behind the DM.
Okay, that's what my question was. All right, so let's get it off like your chest. Get it off your chest, JP. Get it off your chest, JP. Get it off your chest. Let's go, baby. Listen, today on Get It Off Your Chest, I just want to say for the ladies, and actually I'm going to do a Get It Off My Chest, and then Frances is going to do her Get It Off Her Chest. Mm-hmm. So today for my Get It Off Your Chest is for the ladies. Ladies, you are going to have to start working on your hug game. And that's right, I said it. That's right. That's right, I said it, hug game. Listen, HUG, because listen, some of y'all hugs is trash, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If you give me a hug, if you give me a man hug, or you give me a shoulder hug, I automatically think to myself that you can't cook, you can't clean, and you got a hairy vagina. Straight up.
Excuse me, did I pass the hug test?
No, you passed the hug
okay.
test. Yeah, you gave me a kiss and everything.
Oh,
I was
right.
I was warm. I was like, oh shit, Francie, you about to go to the bathroom up in this joint. But yo, hairy vagina, can't cook and can't clean. I'm gonna tell you, friends. I'm gonna tell you who gives the best hugs I ever had.
Hairy vagina.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you who gives the best hugs in the history of hugs. Southern girls.
Oh, that's why he liked my hug.
Yo, Southern women give the. You go. Listen, I went to Houston not too long, a couple of weeks ago, and I had this girl from Mississippi. Yo, this girl hugged me.
Yeah, we get you right under the arms.
What?
You know how
I was like in her bosoms, and I was just like warm and toasty, and my hair was like.
His toes was curling.
Yeah, I was trouble. Yo, I was about to ask this girl to marry me. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, can I be with you? Like, let's get a. I'll do anything for you. Anything.
Oh
Yo, listen, for all you New York women giving out these shoulder hugs and these man hugs and all this type of stuff. Listen, work on your hug game because it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds crazy.
I can't remember.
But there's something to this because I would say like a lot of times I think about women. I think about a woman could give you a man hug and she really could like you.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
But women tend to they tend to like a person, but do the opposite. So if they like you, they won't talk to you. And it's like, yo, if you like me, you should talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually a learning disability. We're gonna
it could be. But it's like, yo, if you like me, when you give me a hug, like bring me in. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it in.
But they do like I've had women that be like, I have women that be like, oh my God, JP, I've been in love with you for the past 20 years. And I'm like,
you've been hugging me like my bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, how would I know that? You never said nothing. You never talked to me. You never did anything. It was like, acknowledge me, nothing. Like, all of a sudden, like you were saying, they come into my DMs or they drop me a message or whatever. Oh, my God. Or instant message me. Oh, my God, JP, I really loved you. I had the biggest crush. I'm like.
That's because of
really?
COVID, but we're going to talk about that.
Could be because of COVID. But I'm like, yo, you had the biggest crush on me? I never knew. You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of New York women, I just want to let y'all know, yo, y'all hug game is trash, terrible. Y'all need to step your hug game up. Y'all need to bring men in. And not just that, just overall being able to speak to a person, being able to approach a person, being able to appreciate a man. Y'all got to step that up because men is walking around here like, yo, like shorty don't even talk to me. I don't even know if she like me. I got dudes that's like, yo, the girl I'm talking to, I don't even know. Like, she don't, this is like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when I come through, for all the ladies, when I come through, yo, your hug game be on point because you already know what I'm thinking about in my mind. You can't cook, you can't clean, and you got a hairy vagina. Francis, it's on you.
All right, so let me just say, I think, JP, a lot of women are wearing girdles.
And have hairy vaginas?
No, they are just, okay, so like when you hugged me, right? I'm sorry, ladies, I'm not making excuses for the ladies. I'm just helping him out a little bit. When you hugged me, right? I don't wear girdles. So when you hugged me, it was a hug. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like I had a bodysuit on. Mm-hmm. A lot of times men can hug a woman. They can hug women and they know that they have those on. And they can feel it. And the hug feels stiff. So women...
Listen. Get the hell out of here with that, Francis.
Okay, so
I'm not trying to hear...
Look, I tried.
Listen, on the JP show, y'all know, we don't make excuses for nobody. Listen, give me your girdle and everything. I'll take your girdle. Give me everything. I want it all. Give me the girdle. Give me the wet panties. Give me everything. I need it. Don't give me no something.
Crap about a girdle.
Yeah. I'll give you a wedgie the whole nine.
Come in.
You know what I'm saying? Like... But I will say this: some of my friends, because I some of these topics I probe to some of my friends before I drop it. Mm-hmm. So some of my friends was like, "Yo, JP, if a woman brings you in, on the first hug, that means she a hoe.
That's
What I debunked that, but that's what they said. They said, yo, she going around giving everybody hugs like that?
First of all, men always have a reason of classifying a female as a hoe. So I can get this off my chest, but they're running to DR fucking these hoes. Don't choke on the cigar.
Oh, God.
Don't choke on the cigar.
Oh, God.
How is she a hoe? She was with Jose, and then she broke up with Jose, and she started messing with his distant cousin that they didn't even know was cousins. So she a hoe, bro. Don't wife that. Don't fall in love with that. First of all, you done ran to DR, fucked a mother, cousin, sister, and a goddamn stepmom. In that order, right. And didn't even know they were related, and you're still sending them cash apps when you get back home, and right. You want to call somebody a hoe? Who's the hoe?
Right. So you're saying the man's the hoe?
Yeah, like, no. What is your definition of a hoe? Because when you go to DR and you spend your income tax and your I'm gonna drop the ball. When you go to DR and you spend your income tax and you spend all of your earnings and you save up to take time from work to go to DR to fuck these hoes, what are you doing? Do you just see them as vagina, or do you actually know that you are only the people in them at that moment? Because tomorrow is going to be Sam, next week is going to be Brian, and on top of that, the JJ is a tourist attraction. So you're getting tourist attraction right. Vagina,
right?
And she's not a hoe. If I decided to sell my pussy, excuse my language, let me change that, my vajayjay, sorry. If I decided to sell my vajayjay to people coming from other countries near World Trade Center, where I live, it's just, free cunt. Free cunt. Would I be a hoe? I would be a hoe, but you know why I would be a hoe? I would be a hoe because of this, and I would be a hoe because I'm called a hoe by people around me. But you go to a whole nother country and there's nothing but hoes, and they're the good ones.
Now, Francis,
yes,
on the JP show,
yes,
we don't call people hoes.
We don't.
I don't believe in a hoe. I believe that that's some mythical thing that somebody made that up.
Yeah.
And they put that on. Yeah. Really, they put that on black women.
They did, exactly. No, it's
the
truth.
Because white people don't live by those standards.
No, they don't. Because Becky be giving blowjobs to the whole damn basketball team,
right?
And then she get a ring from one dude, and nobody.
It's
say
so
nothing.
true.
Nobody say
that
nothing.
That is so true.
Nobody say nothing. But let a black chick show up.
But this is what I'm saying. I think a lot of times that our the people that came before us, yes, our grandmother, grandparents, our ancestors, they put these labels on us. On people. And a lot of times for the women, you guys are still living by these labels. I think for the guys, for the most part, guys just cut some of that stuff out. But for the ladies, the black women, you guys are still living by all those labels of hoes and I can't do this and I can't fuck him and whatever. On the JP show, we say, yo, fuck who you want to fuck. Yeah. It's your life. It's your vagina. You do whatever you want to do by your standards. Exactly. This is your standards. You don't have to live by your grandparents' standards or your great-grandparents' standards. Like, listen, for our black women, they're constantly, especially when it comes to dating, they're constantly going by what the past has said. But when are they going to start going by making new traditions? You know what I'm saying? Like, stop going by the past, and we got to make our new traditions. You know what I'm saying? And follow those traditions. You don't have to do what somebody said, or you don't have to be called a label because somebody in the past said, oh, if you sleep with him, if you sleep with whoever you want to. That's why I like Amber Rose and what she's doing with the slut walk, because it's like giving women their freedom and their you know what I'm saying, taking back like all the stuff that was put on them in the past. Like, yo, do whatever you want to do. Like, it's your mind, it's your body.
Cardi B is a perfect example of your hoe and your slut is not really the definition that you thought it was, because this girl took her vagina and made it into, people think Kim Kardashian did something. She ain't do nothing. Right. Ray J made her. I said it, so what? Somebody's gonna hit me up in my inbox. I don't care. But the point I'm making is, Cardi B branded her butt. She branded her butt. She branded selling her butt by making songs about it. That is what you call entrepreneurship. Now, I never got to get off my chest what I wanted to get off my chest.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
So, let me have a sip for this. Hold on, guys. I hope you're ready for this.
Dudes in DR. She getting on y'all DR dudes. Listen, I ain't taking no. Y'all know listen, I come at the ladies, but sometimes when the ladies is right, I ain't taking up for y'all.
Okay, so Danny from Queens, my Lyft driver,
Oh, I was about to say
who was
she calling-
Dominican,
I thought you was
who
calling
was
somebody
Dominican and
specific
talking
out.
to me all day, just like this, like, listen, I will take you back to my country. We will raise cows on the beach. I have a nice face. He did all of that, right? Danny. I was talking to Danny, and this is what I wanted to get off my chest. You guys go to DR to have sex with women and come back with no money, but the pussy that you was with, excuse my language, excuse my terminology, is over there. And so now you're around women who you can't connect with, you don't know how to speak to, because you've gotten and you are accustomed to women who don't say anything. They just smile and open their legs and look sexy because this is their job, right? But here's the thing, right? You're going to DR getting a bill. If I go to DR, I'm going back with a husband, because Dominican men love black women. They love black women. Danny, the Lyft driver, pointed this out. He actually started blushing when I said this. He said, you are so right. I said, because the difference between Dominican women, not hating on Dominican women, but the difference between Dominican women and black women is that a Dominican man will go really, really hard. And so what happens is his wife goes hard because that's what he's doing. But see, black women already have that nurturing, loving spirit in them. They go hard for their brothers.
really?
They go hard for their cousins. They go hard for men in their family.
Oh, really?
Southern black women.
Really?
I don't know which ones he's meaning.
Really? Really? You serious?
But I'm come from a different cloth, so I know a lot of women just like me.
Tell the people where you're from, Francis.
Oh, well, my
where your
family's from the
family?
South, Red Clay area, so we cook meals. And I've come across other females that we can talk to this subject, and we actually relate. And we believe in, as long as a man is taking care of his home, there's nothing you should not offer him or ask him for that he can willingly give that's within his means. Meaning, don't say, listen, baby, I need us to have a house for $350,000. Like, I know last year you only made 70, but we need to do that this year. No, just work towards that goal. Don't get unrealistic expectations. But that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is, I'm about to do a girls' excursion trip to DR.
Okay.
Boss babes. And the difference is, we're going to come back with husbands. You know why we're going to come back with husbands? Because we go hard when we're loved and adored.
But why do y'all have to come back with husbands? Why can't y'all just...
It's not that we want to.
Francis,
it's what's
let me
going to
say-
happen.
Let me say this. Why can't y'all just go over there, get fucked like the men get fucked, and then come
Because
back?
see, the whole problem is, that's the disconnect. There are women that once certain men experience them, there is no, okay, I'll see you when you get back. It's, I need you. You have to stay with me. I don't want to let you go. Now, I don't know about the women that haven't experienced this, because I'm not going to go into that. But all I want to say